Hi, this is Jan from She's Gone Digital. I have a cute Carver image today that I've been coloring, and I thought I'd do a video tutorial on how to color this cute little girl's hair. Her name is Amy Crafty Friend, and she's made by Carver Digital Images. The colors I've chosen to use for her hair are brown tones, and I'm getting them in my hands so I can show them to you on the camera. I'm using E31, E37, E44, and E49 for her hair. And I will sit down and go to work on it and see how we do. I'm starting with the lightest color first, which is E31, and I'm going to color this hair strand by strand. I'm laying down my E31 in a strand of her hair. Going to leave a little bit of white space up on the top. Next I'm taking E44. I'm used to having all my markers in my hand as I color, so I've got them all in my hand again now. Going to add a little bit of the E44. Go to the other end of the strand of her hair and do the same. I like this type of hair on images that are strand by strand. To color them, I can get the highlights real nicely with them. I'm going back with my E31 and I'm going to blend a little bit. Trying to get that line of demarcation out of there. Hopefully it will look better when it's dry. I'm taking my E47 next, and I'm adding a little bit of it up by where her part is. Then I'll go back with my E44 while the ink is still wet, and my E31. Keep pulling those colors. And then I need to go back to the other side, add a little bit of the E47, blend it with the E44 up the strand just a little bit farther, and then go back to my E31. Keep trying to blend that. We'll see how it looks when it gets dry. I can go on to my next strand of hair. You can also color from dark to light, and I have a E49 that I haven't used yet. We'll try that on the next strand of hair, and we'll try coloring from dark to light and see what happens. Put my two darkest colors in at the very bottom, very top by her part. Then I'm going to go to E47, the next color. It gets a little bit lighter. Ooh, this is working better. So I'm pulling my dark color with my lighter color, and it's blending better for me. This may be the way to color this shade of brown hair. So I've got my E44 now, and I'm pulling my colors just a little bit farther, and I'm going from dark to light instead of light to dark, and it's working nice. So I've got my E31 now. Boy, that's a real it's awfully light. Well, we'll see what it looks like when we're done. I'm going to keep going with the dark to light. I'm going to see if I can fix the one I already did just a little bit. I've let it dry. So I'm going to try and make it look a little bit better. I've got E44 in my hand right now that I'm coloring with. And let's see what the E31 will do. Lightens everything up a little bit. I'm not sure if I like that, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to use the E49 again, and I'm right at the part of her hair. I'm not going to put very much there. And I'm going to put just a little tiny bit on the edge here. Then switch to my E47 and go through my E49 and keep blending up, blending through it. Then I'm going to go and do the same thing to where her part is and get that wet again, help it to blend. Speaking of hair, there's a hair right there. E44 would be next, and I'm going to blend through all the other colors, all the other shades of earth tone I've got. Keep moving that ink up. I'm not going to use a whole lot of E31 in this part. It's so light it doesn't really want to blend that well for me. So that's what we've got so far. I'm going to go down right by her face now. Scary. Put my darkest color in at the very tips on either side. Either end of the strand of hair. E47 is next. E44. A little bit of E31. And next, this is going to be tricky. I'm going to turn her upside down a little bit and start at that part line again and add a little bit of the E49 and go next with the E47. Then a little bit of E44 and coming back from the opposite direction with the E44, just because I'm not sure if I can get my tip in that fine line by her ear, and I don't want to have to clean it up if I don't have to. And then we've got the last strand of hair at the top of her hair. E47 is next. A little bit of E44. Well, we have the top of her hair. I see a little white spot right there. And I'm going to do basically the same thing on the bottom of her hair, strand by strand. And I'm going to start with the darkest because the underside of our hair is naturally darker. So, and the tips usually get lighter. So that's E49. This is E47. And I will take E44. I think I'm going to go clear to the tip with E44 and then blend a little bit with my E31. Doesn't look real smooth yet. I'm going to blend from kind of backwards. Try and kind of give it a nice blend. I'm not crazy about that, but it's not dry yet. I've got E44 again and I'm blending kind of back into it. And back to my E49. Going to live dangerously and go right to the outside here. Add a little bit of that dark color. It looks like I'm going to have a spot to clean up. And I'm blend through that color again. Use the E44. Hope you can see all this. Very carefully. Looks nice. I think I'm going to leave it alone as far as the E31 goes. I think you probably get the idea of how to do the hair color, and I'm running out of time, so I'm going to wrap up my video. You can see the finished picture on my blog, She's Gone Digital. I'll add some notes so you can see all that when it gets to YouTube. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.